Hello everyone, this is Bob from the Handgun World Show. Why do I carry a gun? Because I can't carry a cop. I am doing this video because I promised that I would show you how to grip a pistol, how to grip a Glock. Now, you've heard me say on my podcast, folks, that I'm not a tactical expert. I'm going to tell you what works for me. But this is my Glock 34 that you've heard me talk about on my podcasts. And just to prove to you that it's not loaded, I'm always going to double check the chamber, make sure that we're not loaded up here. But this is my competition gun. This is what I like to shoot IDPA with. I have been shooting IDPA lately with my Glock 26 and my Glock 19, as you've probably heard me talk about on the show. But when I grip the gun, first of all, let's talk about the strong hand grip. I'm a right-hander, so here's my right hand. The strong hand grip, I grip that pistol as high as I possibly can. You see that? You see that grip up there as high as I possibly can up on the tang? I've seen people grab a Glock and they're grabbing it like this. Okay, that's not very good. If you're grabbing it like this, I've seen people put their thumbs down like that, and I've seen them put a cup using their weak hand, and I've seen them shoot it like this. Well, you know, when you do that, okay, you're going to cause that gun to rock a lot in your hand. Glocks are meant to be grabbed right up here. So what happens is when that gun shoots and that recoils, you see how that slide is close to my hand? You see how my hand is close to the barrel? That's how you get good control. Alright? And this is what I mean by the low bore axis of a Glock. You've heard me talk about on the show a low bore axis. See how close the barrel of that gun is to my hand? That gives me good control. Now with my weak hand, the weak hand is actually the most important. The weak hand comes underneath the trigger guard just like that. Okay, I'm thinking about putting a piece of tape, a piece of skateboard tape underneath the trigger guard, because that gives me an index point. So I bring my weak hand like that. Now you notice the weak hand, alright? The weak hand, basically this part of my hand right here, I forget what you call it, that part is on the grip, just like that. And I use what's called a thumbs forward grip. And I would suggest whether you're shooting a Glock, 1911, any gun, any handgun, use a thumbs forward grip. Look at my thumbs, okay? You see how they're pointing forward? They're not pointing down, alright? They're not like this or anything like that. They're pointing straight towards the target. Straight towards the target. I like to take the thumb of my weak hand and put it right there on the thumb pad, okay? Because that gives me good control. That gives me real good control over recoil, and it gives me good back and forth control. I'm pushing towards my body with my weak hand, and I'm pushing away from my body with my strong hand. And I like to use 60-40 pressure. 60% of the pressure I put is with my weak hand coming back towards me. I can get a lot of control with my weak hand. What you don't want to do is you don't want to grip it real hard with your strong hand. The reason you don't want to grip a pistol real strong, the reason you don't want to do that with your strong hand is it makes it real, when you got a grip like that, it makes it real difficult to pull the trigger. You got to relax your strong hand grip. Okay, relax it on the pistol so that it's easier. Try that exercise. Make a fist and then try to move your trigger finger and see how hard it is. Relax your grip and you can move your trigger finger a lot easier. Okay? So there's my thumbs forward grip, just like that. And it helps with reloads, just like that. So if I want to reload, basically I just pop out the magazine, and you notice I do use the extended mag button that comes with the Glock 34, but you notice I got rid of the extended mag release. I don't like the extended mag release because, as I've mentioned to you, what I do when I reload is after I slam a new magazine home, that's how I chamber another round. Okay, I call that the slingshot method. Some people call it something else, but basically after I put a new magazine in, then I slingshot that home. Hang on a second, that magazine's not loaded. So after I put a new magazine home, I grab the back of the slide just like this, and I just give it a good rack like that, and then I begin shooting again. Alright, so it makes the reload a lot easier. And drop-free magazines, this is what I'm talking about. It drops free right out of the pistol as soon as you push the button. Alright, slam another magazine home. Let's say I'm at slide lock. Slam another magazine home. Make sure it's seated. and chamber around, just like that. So that thumbs forward grip gives you the ability to get good control on the pistol, and it keeps the pistol from rocking this way. These Glock 34s are so mild recoiling anyway. I mean, 9mm doesn't recoil much anyway, but this is how you get fast shooting, is when you can get back on target quickly because you've got the proper grip. So next time you go to the range, if you're doing this, folks, please don't do that. All right, don't put your hand underneath the magazine like that. Bad, bad, bad. I've seen some people do this with a Glock, put their weak hand index finger right here. I don't really like that too much either. I seem to get better control just like that. All right. In fact, let me show you my weak hand. All right, my weak hand grip is pretty much just like that. All right, and that just fits my hand. Now, of course, I got long fingers. See, when I grab a Glock, you see how my hand wraps right around it like that? If you have small hands, you can still shoot a Glock. You're just going to have to pay much more attention to your grip. But remember that thumbs forward, folks, okay? And I like to also rest this thumb right over here. I don't like to have this thumb riding the slide. That's not good, to have this thumb touching the slide. I just rest it right there on top of this part of my weak hand. Okay? Hopefully that clears it up. And by the way, you notice I've got my my Warren Tactical sights, my black on black Warren Tactical sights. I really love those things. I'll save that for another video. But anyway, folks, hopefully that gives you a little bit better idea about how to grip a Glock and really how to grip any pistol. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.